Welcome back. Well, I would say this could be good news for K-pop fans because there's finally a musical, but as we found out in the article, not quite for them either. This musical came out and some said because of the pandemic, the number of attendees were quite low. However, the reviews pouring in were also quite low, quite poor. This K-pop musical, although it wasn't selling a lot of tickets, said that it was, about all these interesting world of how to become a K-pop idol, and it kind of touted this sort of Korean and English sort of mix of language and gathering together these cultures. But what the critics said was it fell flat. It was only maybe appealing to K-pop fans themselves, no one outside, so quite a niche market. And on the other hand, those people who are K-pop fans are usually fans of a certain K-pop person rather than even a band itself. Although they might be in love with BTS, they are in love with Jimin of BTS or another person of BTS.
The others.
Yeah, the others. And so I think, Rap Monster? Is that one?
RM.
RM,
one.
okay.
That's the one that speaks English.
Okay. Anyways, almost embarrassed myself. How many members are in BTS? 7?
7.
So I've embarrassed myself 6 times.
5. You knew 2 of them.
6 times. 1 because I didn't know how to add 2 and subtract 2 from 7, and then 5 for the members. Anyways, so basically it was not well received at all. What if it was the other way around and K-pop was starting to be incorporated into musicals? What do you think of that?
On the face of it, this is an absolutely fine theory because it's worked before. We've seen, even back in the 1970s, rock bands like The Who were writing their own rock operas, which was, a whole musical album basically with their music and songs, or Green Day did it in the 90s, or it's also been retrofitted the other way around, like Bohemian Rhapsody has been done as a musical, and it's all the songs of Queen, but then engineered into a story following not Queen themselves, but a different person, just using their music. And it has worked for a few bands, the music of a few bands, like Mamma Mia. Also, the ABBA music reworked into a story was hugely successful. However, there've been a lot of flops as well. Like I'm a fan of the Spice Girls back in the day. I'm old, and they made, I forget the name of it now. They made it into a musical, and I think it was only open for a month or 2 in the West End before closing. It just didn't work. It's great songs, but there was something about it. Maybe the story wasn't great or the acting wasn't great. I'm not sure, but it didn't work. And it sounds like this is exactly what's happened. You've got to get a really great writer, the right actors, the right mix of everything. Not just, if you've got great pop songs, that's cool, but it's not enough.
Sounds like no one got with their friends for the Spice Girls one.
Yeah.
Too bad.
I was sad.
Yeah. Did you see it?
No.
Okay.
So I just wanted it to work so it would continue. So then when I was next in London, I could go.
I see.
But I didn't get the chance.
It didn't happen, yeah. Maybe you can find a YouTube upload somewhere.
Probably could by now,
Yeah, the famous one I know of is, of course, Bohemian Rhapsody and Mamma Mia. Those are the 2 really big ones that happened. I think there was also one called Jesus Christ Superstar, but I don't remember if that was a specific band.
No,
that's
Andrew Lloyd
only...
Webber. It's like Cats and Phantom of the Opera. It's one of those.
Wait, he was the same writer as Cats?
Yep.
What? Okay. Well, you win some and you lose some.
He has his hits and he has his misses. Although Cats is massively popular.
I guess so. I just don't know
The musical,
why.
not the movie.
Yeah. Maybe I was just ruined with the movie. Yeah, because I've never seen Cats, and my first experience was clips from the movie. Now, I did say, and rather assume, because the article didn't state it directly, I believe, but there was English and Korean used. And so, how do you think the use of English and Korean might impact the show and its appeal to different audiences?
I can imagine if this is particularly in America, people are going to be worried, like, I don't speak Korean, I'm not going to understand half of the show, I won't buy a ticket. I think if people don't understand, I'm sure they must have done away subtitles or something so people could understand both languages, but I think on the face of it, that might be off-putting. to a purely English language speaking audience.
Yeah, I think so. You're already going for a niche market of K-pop fans and then a more niche market of people who are okay with reading subtitles. Actually, I don't think they're subtitles. I think they're side titles. Since I believe I went to a musical in the U.S. that Italian maybe? No, I think it was an opera maybe. And they had to do the Italian translations on the side, which is okay for, I guess, music. But for a musical, you want to see what's happening and not read to the side. Anyways.
I did it once, Korean musical, about something from the time of King Sejong, but it was very difficult to watch them doing it and singing and dancing at the same time as reading the subtitles.
Subtitles is like here and here. It's really easy, but side titles,
It's hard.
it's hard. Well then, I think that's a good opportunity for us to go ahead and flock to the vocabulary, learning what we can, using what we can, and then seeing us in the next one. Bye.
Namesake.
Namesake.
Flock.
Flock.
Meritless.
Meritless.
One-sided.
One-sided.
Harness.
Harness.